Hey guys, this is a daily driver product for me. It's the Vox ToneLab ST, and I think this has been really sick to me. So it's a multi-effects processor per se. It comes around the $200 range, and it's got the tube amp sort of feeling. It's got the oscillator out there. Not sure, I think AC83 or one of those oscillators. It's a really good processor. Comes with a wah pedal or a volume pedal or a pitch shifter depending on how you want to use it. But as I mentioned, it's been there with me since 2012, I think so, 12 or 11, I'm not sure. And I bought this because I got advice from my brother who's a sound engineer, and like this has really been one of the best buys, seriously. So it's again got like a metal construction. As you can see, I've lost a couple of these knobs, but they haven't lost their functionality at all. And you can really adjust, and you can see the changes happening here. It's pretty convenient using as a foot switch, but it's not very convenient to make changes on the fly. But the switches are pretty clicky and really good as usual. So this is the oscillator we got in there, which gives it the tube ampy feeling as such. And we have an on-off switch, so we're not like really, hey, connect to the power supply, you always have to be on. No, because you got an oscillator that can go off anytime, and you might have to replace it. Hasn't gone off for me, like touch wood, for the past 5 years, so that's really great news. But even if you do lose it, I think it's about 20 bucks, so you can open up the construction and fix it. So I've lost her. I think my original charger did go off 3 years in or 2 years in, so I've been using just random charger. I found it's a 12 volt 1 amp. Not sure, we can run through that again, but that's been one of them. And then I just use a couple of basic jacks. But having a look at the side first before we run into the specs, you can see it's really been abused on stage everywhere. It's just gone with me quite a bit. So the ToneLab SD, you do have some signs here. These are amp modules that you got. Like, I'm not able to read it myself, but I'm pretty sure one of these were, I think, it's a Marshall, Fender, and one is a Vox model amp. These are really, it gives a difference in tone sound. And this is the master volume switch. So my battery just ran out, so disconnected. So I figured I'm already mentioned about the amp selector out here, which selects what sort of tube amp feeling you want, like it's a Fender, Marshall or something. This is the master switch. The mono, so this is where I think it got cut, and this is the mono stereo. And if you look carefully, this is the output one. This is an aux input, so we can use an aux cable. It's pretty useful. Just gonna pull these cables up. It's pretty useful. So I can usually use this aux cable, connect it to my phone or laptop or any device, and boom, it works, right? This is a standard 3.5 mm jack in the output. Similarly, also the input fits beautifully, perfect. And the good thing is you can hear that click, and that's what matters. So this is the input mono stereo. This is the on-off switch I was talking about. 5 years in, guys, beautiful. This is a power supply that comes in. It's a 12 volt 1 amp power supply, and the beauty of this is just something where you can tie the wire on for the power supply, and this is for the MIDI cable. So that's and out here is the oscillator really. It's the ECC83, I guess. I should be able to, I'll put that in the description. So going forward, we have yeah, it's perfect. So this is we have a selector where it selects the kind of amp you want. If you want like a standard amp, it'll be green in color. If you want more of a special amp, it'll be orange. If it's a red, it's a custom amp setting. So I'm gonna run a demo for you guys and just show it live. Like, so we've connected this to the power. As you can see, it's connected to the power supply out here, and just turn it on. It doesn't work immediately. It takes some time because got that beautiful tube amp there heating up, and slowly, if you're playing it, sound will warm up. You get the warmth of the sound like a tube amp is expected. And that's the beauty of this processor, right? It's like a perfect bang for the buck. You're looking to get some tube amp sounds, like boutique sounds. This is really the baby. You can't expect something better. If you want like real boutique sounds, get an orange amp or get an angle amp or something like that, right? Or you gotta get a Helix. And these amps will probably cost you like $2,000, $3,000. Angle amps, the Helix by line 6 is around $1,500. These are priced in US, by the way, US dollars. And then you have bare minimum is sorry guys, and the bare minimum we have is the HD500, the line 6 series, which is around $500, I guess. So HD500X. So getting back to the point, we have, so as I mentioned, right now it's green, which means it's a standard amp setting. Orange is more of a special amp setting, and then it turns to red, which is a custom amp setting. So you can choose this, and then you can also choose to have, if you want the gain at all. So this basically just turns the gain and all these settings on, but the volume is independent of it anyways. So you can choose to turn it on or off. So this is the gain, it's got treble. All these settings go to 10, if you can notice. And then you have mids, bass, and volume finally. You can assign one of these knobs to the pedal later on. Those go into the fine tunings. You can look at the Vox website, or if you guys want, you can put in the comments below and I can do a proper run through playing it. Over the years, this is the only thing, these knobs have fallen off. I've really been moving quite a bit through the world, so it's breaks really. So these are like pedals, basically. They're amp settings. These are just on and off. But you can choose the kind of amps. Like the first setting is for a compressor, second setting is for an acoustic setting, third one is for the Vox wah. And if you noticed, right, the moment I turned the Vox wah on, automatically the pedal got activated. For the rest, I need to activate the pedal automatically to say like, hey, I want a volume on, or I want a phaser on for the pedal assignment. But if you want like a wah and a phaser, I don't know why I do that, but like a volume and a wah, or those sort of settings, right, you'd probably need a separate volume pedal, or an expression pedal as they call it. So the third setting is the Vox wah. Then I think you have the standard distortion, or then you have, oh sorry, that's a rotary, that's called the U vibe. Then you have the octave, then you have the treble boost right at the center, then the tube overdrive, which is really cool. Then my favorite one, which is the boutique, gives you really that Malmsteen feeling out there, followed by orange distortion, which is really good. It's more crunchy, it's like the orange amp sort of distortion. Very, like, it's really cool, guys. It's one of those distortions. And finally is the metal distortion, which is more like the OD1 on metal, on Boss. It's the overdrive one, I guess. No, sorry, I'm talking about the MD2 or MD1 metal distortion. It's really heavy, and this is to control how much you want on that particular pedal. So you can turn this on or off. Then you have a mod delay pedal, which you have, it starts with a classic chorus, multi-tap chorus, flanger, phaser, text tram, rotary, pitch shifter, filtron, echo, delay, chorus, and delay, and then similarly. So this is a fancy feature, like it's a tap delay feature basically. And let's say you choose on delay and you want to decide you want a tap delay or kickback delay or something like that, right? Just slap back delay, you gotta know how much slap back is. Again, it's an on and off, but these features, to be honest, you gotta do it like properly. You gotta spend a lot of time and do it. Finally, it's a reverb, and you have 3 real settings on reverb out here, which is first, it's just a spring reverb. It goes, these settings go up to 40, as you can see. Thank God, I thought we were in 43. We're in patch number 43. And then there's room delay, and then there's hall delay. I think the one's called hall. Yeah, it's hall. Then we have the save or the true bypass. This can be done by pressing this, or it can be done by pressing both pedals together. Then you have to save or assigning the pedal. that really, you know, you can choose what you want, pedal up, down, and this is just to write the patch as you're doing it. Really, that's like a really high level overview. But the patch numbers, it's goes, so initially if you buy it, you have 50 patches which are there. You have a ToneLab ST software, I haven't used it much, and you have, I think, 10 patches, 50 to 60, which are written like Sweet Child of Mine. All these patches are really beautiful patches, guys. You should try it out. And then you have a booklet which comes with it as well. But Vox, really, it's a really a brand to go with, like Joe Satriani, Steve Vai, you name the guys, Petrucci. I think they all use the Vox Va at least. That's what it's common for. But Vox Tones. So as I was mentioning, guys, this is really good, and it's got 100 patches, 10 patches which are available. You can switch one patch at a time. If you want, you can switch 10 patches at a time. So that option is also there. Works, yeah. So it's a really good processor. I mean, if you want to start off, you're looking for one. I know the ME25 is in the same range, around 200 bucks, but go for this, guys. Trust me on this. Boss is better maybe on like really like analog pedals, or like the GD100 or the GD10 maybe, but even that Line 6 is taken over, so it's intermediate range. Just go for this. It's the Vox ToneLab ST. So if you like this video, guys, and you want something similar, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps me out and lets me know, you know, that I'm doing the right thing. Or please give comments to tell me about what you'd like to know more. And yeah, for sure, do subscribe. Subscribe button should be there, or you can find a subscribe down there. Thanks a lot, guys, and let me know what sort of videos you like. Cheers.